Students of all schools will remain home for 5 days except for the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, which will be shut for 10 days. The learning institution will be closed for 5 additional days as the 32nd COVID-19 case is enrolled at the school. The student is the son of 2 patients, all of whom have no known travel history to COVID-19 hot zones. The school closures are intended to curb the spread of the virus. Education Minister Dr. Gail Rigobert says students will continue with online learning while health officials trace the source of the infection.
We have had reason to ask that the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School remain closed for 2 weeks, and the CMO has articulated the justification for that. We have asked similarly that all other schools remain closed for 1 week in the first instance while we monitor developments. Very importantly, during that period, we will return to the multifaceted mode of learning and teaching, employing both traditional methods and online learning. The Ministry of Health during that time will continue with its contact tracing and other exercises.
Meanwhile, in addition to no beach parties, the numbers at social gatherings will decrease by a dramatic 400 and Junior Creole community activities are a no-go.
The decision to reduce mass crowd activities to limit it to 100 as we monitor and manage the situation on the ground. All sectors with the phased reopening of the economy presented plans, COVID-19 safety plans to allow the safe reopening of their organizations. We noted over the last few weeks a level of complacency and non-adherence to those. There will be strict enforcement of protocols from community markets to nightclubs to dances to beach parties to weddings, funerals, church activities, and boat rides will be limited to family excursions only, taking out the public boat rides which pose a risk to us. So all of those activities will be strictly enforced per protocols or run the risk of losing their licensing or being closed within very short measures. Also, we're coming close to the Junior Creole activities. Those will be limited to family home activities, and the community activities will not be allowed.
Health Minister Mary Isaac claims that Case 29, a 2H Castries Vieux-Fort route driver, has proven the most challenging given a lack of cooperation.
When you're in a community and you see a person who's supposed to be in Martinique or supposed to be somewhere else and the person just show up, you need to be able to report that to the authorities. You have to, we all have to do what is necessary for us to contain this virus. It may well be our own lives that we are saving. Since the since the information went out about the last 4 cases, actually case number 29 is the most problematic. Because now, as you may have heard, he's not cooperating. He's not giving out information in terms of where he may have contracted COVID-19 because he has no travel history, like CMO has said. And it is one of the most problematic cases that we have had.
Opposition Representative Joachim Henry is appealing to St. Solutions to avoid panic and comply with health and safety protocols.
We would like at all times to receive information that is current, information that is timely, so that we can continue to advocate on behalf of our people. Notwithstanding the time that we are in currently, we wish to inform St. Lucians that there's no need to panic. We can take care of the problems as we have done in the past. The opposition will stand with the government to ask all St. Lucians to adhere to the protocols, to the guidance, to the instructions given, so that our children, our families are safe at all times.
While some are concerned about possibly contracting the virus, others are worried about a lockdown of the country and its further devastating impact on livelihoods. But Prime Minister Alan Chasney says it's a last resort at this point in time.
We have no intentions of shutting down. So shutting down is not an option. Can the situation get worse? Yes. But you know, this is not March. This is not April. This is not May. This is not June. This is not July. This is not August. This is not September. This is October. And we understand COVID. If in fact you wear your face mask, you practice social distancing, we can cure this problem. We can solve this problem.
Chasney says the government will increase or decrease measures accordingly based on the scenario in the next week or two. Health officials may revert to the previous phases of the gradual approach to reopening sectors if the island records 50 cases in short order. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.